So this problem is about counting using combinations and addition. The That's kind of a big clue, just seeing the name there. Um, if you read it, just read the question. It says the organizer of a conference is selecting workshops to include. She will select from 9 workshops about anthropology and 5 workshops about psychology. In how many ways can she select 7 workshops? So she's selecting a total of 7. If more than 4 of them must be about anthropology. So here's what makes this a little bit complicated. First of all, just reading it carefully. It says she will select from 9 workshops about anthropology and 5 workshops about psychology. So that's a total of 14 total workshops. So there's a total of 14 workshops involved, but 9 of them are about anthropology and 5 of them are about psychology. The question says, in how many ways can she select 7 of them? So we're only trying to choose 7. If more than 4 must be about anthropology. And there's the tricky part, or the part that really takes a little bit of concentration. More than 4. So what that really means is we've got a few different scenarios. We got to have a total of 7 that we're picking, but you got to think about how this could happen. I could have, let's see, it's got to be more than 4 about anthropology. So that means I could have 5 about anthropology, and then that leaves only 2 about psychology, because I got to select 7. So 2 about psychology. Or I could pick 6 on anthropology and only 1 about psychology. Or I could pick 7 about anthropology and I could pick 0 then about psychology. So what makes this complicated is understanding that we've got to pick a total of 7. So that could either be 5 and 2, 6 and 1, or 7 and 0. And the reason those are my only options is because it says more than 4 must be about anthropology. So I really got to now narrow this down to the 5 on anthropology is 5 from this 9. So that's going to be 9 choosing 5 and multiplying that with choosing the 2 from 5 workshops on psychology. So this one can be done in this many ways. I'd have to multiply those 2 together. This one now is 9 choosing 6 multiplied by, again, that's from 5, but now I'm only choosing 1. And then this one is 9 choosing 7. And in other words, that's just choosing them all from anthropology. And if you want to check yourself, you can put 5 choose 0, but 5 choose 0 is 1. So this is just times 1. So a lot of people don't even put this. You're just multiplying by 1. And rather than, I'm not going to bore you with doing all that on the calculator, I'm going to scroll down and show you the ALEKS solution, and you'll see that what we've done here matches that. So there's the 5 and 2, 6 and 1, or 7 and 0. And so there you see there's this one, multiplying those 2 together, you get 1260. There's this one, multiplying those 2 together, you get 420. Scroll on down. will not choose any psychology workshops. That's just 9 choose 7, and that's 36. So there are 1260 ways to do this one, 420 ways to do this one, and 36 ways to do this one. So then the way you find the total ways that can happen is you actually add those up. And so that's where that is. There's the 1260 plus 420 plus 36. So 1,716 ways to do that. And that scenario happens because of this more than 4. So we had to look at it as 5 or 6 or 7, and then add those scenarios together. So final answer there, 1,716.